Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, first things first, consistency is key. Look at me back with another video and it didn't take me over a month. I'm getting a little better. Today's video is something that I really wanted to share. And a lot of people ask me what to expect on surgery day, especially if you're going to the same doctor and recovery house that I went to. So this video may be very helpful for you. And I thought it was an interesting story because I actually did wake up during surgery, and that was really funny, and it's definitely not what people expected, but we're gonna get into that. So first things first, if you are new to this channel, thank you. I appreciate you watching this video. If you like this channel, make sure that you do subscribe and like this video on your way out. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for joining us today. I love you all. Okay, so what to expect on surgery day. So if you guys do not know, I had my round 2 BBL, lipo, all of that stuff, September 2022. I am now like 6 months post-op. My next video I will do, I know someone asked me like, are you ever going to show yourself? Because I'm always either wearing work clothes, faja, whatever. So yes, my next video I'm going to do like my 6-month shebang reveal. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna start getting into myself and showing you guys, and I've been working out, so it'd be nice. Anyway, so for this video I'm going to share my experience on my surgery day, and you know, you may wake up like me or you may not, but we're gonna get into that. All right, so surgery day, let's oh, if you did not know, I went to Dr. Penna. Did I say that already? I don't know, but if I did not, I went to Dr. Humberto Penna in Cali, Colombia. I stayed at Lux Recovery Home, also in Cali, Colombia. Do I recommend them both? Yes. I recommend them both. Lux has like some issues going on with them. I've been hearing recently from people, but you know, for the most part, I would recommend them. They were good to me. They were good to me. Besides the minor issues, if you haven't watched my Lux Recovery Home review video, you can tune into that. I'll drop the link to that in the description box below. Anyway, so let's get started. So when it comes to surgery, there are a lot of, like, I meet so many women that are like super terrified, super you know, nervous. They don't really want to go through with it, but they want the results, and you know, and it like they're just terrified. And you know, so that's why I decided to make my experience review, just to give people a little bit more ease and what to expect. And like my advice to everyone's getting surgery is always never have negative energy. Never think of, you know, am I gonna wake up? Am I gonna, you know, is something gonna go wrong? Am I gonna have a complication? Or, you know, I always say do not go into surgery with any bad vibes, no negative energy, no, you know, you always want to have a positive. I had surgery twice, once in Miami, once in Cali. I'm also going to do a video comparing the two because it's a big difference. But anyway, so I always tell people, whether I went to my Miami surgery or my Colombia surgery, I always tell people, like, always go with you know, like positive thoughts, positive energy. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, you know, something can go wrong, we all know that, but something cannot go wrong, and that's what you expect. Do not put it in the ear that something's gonna go wrong. Like, what if I lose too much blood? What if I do this? What if they puncture me in the wrong? Like, you know, don't think of stuff like that. Like, if you've done your research enough to where you're gonna put your life in your doctor's hand, why you still putting out negative energy? Why you still, if I researched Dr. Penna, I researched him and I followed him for a whole year before I actually had my surgery done. Why would I go in here with negative thoughts? I believe in myself that I did a good job researching. If you believe that your research is 100% in A1, why are you doubting it? You know, so I always tell people, go in, as long as you know in your mind, like, this is a great doctor. I knew in my heart, Dr. Penna, he's a great doctor. I've been following him for a year. I have heard zero complications, zero anything negative. I heard nothing over a year of following him, and I haven't found anything, you know. So I'm like, I trust him. I believe in myself. I believe I did my work. I believe I put in my effort to actually trust somebody with my life. Why would I go in here like, oh my God, what if I don't make it? Like, no, I go in there with those, like, I'm gonna be a bad I'm gonna look so beautiful. Like, this is gonna be easy. Like, I fill my head up with so many positive thoughts. Like, you can't tell me I don't look good afterwards. You can't tell me that I'm not gonna make it off the table. Like, are you crazy? You know, I don't mean to get into like being a teacher or like a parent or anything. I just think it's like kind of like, you know, I just want to, like, I always tell people, go in there with positive energy. Stop doubting yourself. Stop going, whatever. All right, so that's not even part of the video. I don't know, I just let it rant it. Okay, anyway, so I believe I got into Colombia August 30th or August 29th. I got one of them, and I think I was scheduled for surgery September 3rd, I will say, or September 2nd, but I actually ended up having, I was just in a surgery, the recovery house chilling, and they told me I was having surgery the next day, and I'm like, huh, I'm not having surgery tomorrow, and they're like, yes you are, and I was like, no I'm not. So I actually ended up having surgery one whole day earlier, but that was fine. I didn't care. So I had surgery one day before I was scheduled to have surgery. So I wasn't prepared for that. So your day may change while you're there. Like me, it was a couple other girls that got pushed back a day, got pulled up a day, you know. So that's one thing you can expect. If you're, like I said, if you're booking with my doctor and the recovery house, this is just like my experience of what you may expect or whatever. So I ended up having surgery the next day. So as we all know, you cannot eat for several hours. I think I couldn't have anything after like 9 p.m. or something like that because my surgery was super early. It wasn't even super early. It was supposed to be super early, but it got pushed back. Something else you can expect. Like, the times be crazy. Okay, so the day of surgery, they put me in a car. We're driving to the facility. So we get to the facility, and this is actually the first time you do meet Dr. Penna. You do not meet him anytime prior. We was at the facility. You give them your name, you know, you fill out your forms or whatnot. The wait was not that long at all. I think I waited for about 20 minutes. They called me in, get naked, you know, so Dr. Penna could come in, you know. So when he comes in, like I said, this is your first time you meet him, so you're gonna see he is like the nicest. I think he's like the nicest doctor I've ever met. Like, and I think this is about my 5th surgery, I believe. So yeah, he's like the nicest doctor I've ever met. You come in, he greets you, give you a nice hug and everything, and he's really, you can tell that he's very passionate about what he does. He listens to you. If you got 50 million questions, you can ask him 50 million questions, and he's gonna give you 50 million answers. He comes in. I'm really trying to remember like every single thing that happened, but I know he came in and he greeted me, and you know, we talked for a while, and then he really like asked me, he don't want to see any wish pictures because your body is not that person's body or whatever, but he wants you to talk to him and tell him what you expect. I want to get my hips bigger. Don't show him Cardi B hips, but tell him you want hips. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't make you. He doesn't want to fill your head with something like with expectations that he cannot guarantee you. Let's just say that if he know like I cannot do it just like that, he don't want to see it, you know. So but he does listen to every little detail. As you're talking to him, he'll tell you to stand up. He has these markers. He'll start marking your body, seeing what he can do. He's very honest. He's gonna tell you what you can't do, what you can do, what he suggests, but it's still your world. So he gonna give his opinion, but he's not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do. But he will make the best recommendations for you. He will, if you want him to pray with you, he'll pray with you. He'll sit there, he'll hold your hand. I'm telling you, this doctor, he's very, I've never seen a doctor that was this nice before. Like, it was just like, he was just, I don't know, it was just, I don't know. He did not make you feel like you were in a surgery center about to lay down on a cold table. Like, he did not make you feel that way. So we talked for a while. He marked me up. He told me, you know, I can do this, but you know, I did have some scarring from my previous surgery or whatnot. So he told me how he was going to remove that and blah blah blah. So after we talked, let's get into the surgery. I changed my I put my my gown on, they put the IV in my hand, then I waited for about 25 minutes or whatnot. Then they bring me back into the room. So when you get back in the room, it's not the biggest surgery center, but you know, it's very clean in there. It doesn't smell like blood. It's, you know, it's very clean, very nice or whatnot. So when you get into the room, you're going to have to stand. I stood with my arms out and everything. They take like the I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the antiseptic spray, and they spray it, the brown one. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they spray your body all over or whatever, just to make sure that you're really clean. I never had that done before, but they spray your whole body. It's super cold, and then you will sit on the table. So you sit on the table just how I'm sitting in this chair, right? And it's gonna be a guy standing, well, I don't know if it's gonna be a guy, but for me it was a guy standing behind me, and that was that esthetician, I don't even know what I'm talking about, that anesthesiologist. So that was the anesthesiologist. He was standing behind me, and I thought this was a little different because I've always had to lay down to get put to sleep, but this time I was sitting up like this while they put me to sleep. So the girl, she will actually put something in your IV, and you fall asleep sitting up, and he's behind you. If you want to turn around, you can. I turned around and I seen this big needle that he had. They're basically putting an epidural in your back, to numb you, and they don't put you this. That's why this is why I woke up out of my surgery as well. So they're not giving you like the U.S. general anesthesia where you're like knocked out for like hours and hours and hours. They're giving you something not as heavy, but they're numbing your body with an epidural. So I don't even know what happened. I can't even tell you what happened, but I don't even know. I remember, I'm guessing they laid me down, they started surgery, whatever, you know, obviously. So it was so crazy because I'm laying there, and for some reason I just felt my body like shaking this way and whatnot, and I'm just like, I'm trying to look like where I'm at, my eyes is opening and whatnot, and then I can kind of feel what's going on. So they were actually lipoing right here, because I have lipo right here, because I had my boobs done, and then I guess I was getting fat right here. So they was removing all my fat, so all my fat is out, so my boob is like, I'm going off topic, but they were like lipoing this area, and I can feel it, like, you know, like the pressure being pushed, and I'm like, hold on, you know, I'm still trying to remember where I'm at, and then I have no idea why I started to lift my head up, and then I'm looking around, but obviously they have that blue sheet over you still, even though you'll see they have the blue sheet over your face, so you can't see anything, so it's just like a blue curtain right here, and I'm looking around or whatever. So then I start screaming out like, hey guys, I'm awake, and then they were just, I don't know if they didn't hear me. I felt like I was screaming, but I probably wasn't screaming. I probably was, I don't know, I was just so out of it. You feel so loopy, and I'm like, hey guys, thinking I'm screaming, hey guys, I'm awake, I can feel what you're doing. Obviously I cannot feel what they're doing. I'm really numb at this point, and I'm gonna tell you guys how numb I was. But I was super numb at this point, but you could just feel the pressure, like I could just, but you don't feel anything sharp or whatnot. But it is annoying. It was so annoying to me. After about like 2 minutes, I'm like, can you guys just put me back to sleep? I don't like this, you know. And it was just then they just turned me around, and I guess they put me back to sleep, because I don't remember nothing else after that. But I do remember I did wake up, and I was like so over that for like 2 minutes. I was just so over that feeling. I was like, that's not her, it just feels, it's so annoying. So but surgery did go well, and I did, you know. But so if you do wake up, do not be alarmed, do not freak out, because I never knew I could wake up during surgery, but I actually lift my head up, start looking around, and I realized, oh snap, you know. So do not freak out, don't, you know, obviously you can't move anyway, because I was super numb. I couldn't even move if I wanted to. The only thing I could move was my head. And so after surgery, I wake up. Now after the surgery, you're gonna wake up in like a recovery room still at the facility. You're gonna be there for about, I'm not even joking, for about like 3-4 hours just sitting there, because that's what I was just there for like so long. But you're there for a reason, because in Miami, I remember when I went into, as soon as I woke up from my anesthesia, they're like, you're ready to go? And I'm like, yeah. And then boom, I was out of there. But this facility, they want to make sure that you're walking around, that you use the bathroom, that you are actually that you're actually like doing things and you're active before you actually leave. They're not gonna just, all right, you're awake, all right, you can go. No, you can't do that here. You have to sit there for a couple hours. They give you your phone or whatnot. So I was just chilling for a bit. They made me walk a few times. You had to use the bathroom like 2-3 times. It was actually like, I understand why, and it's really for health reasons. Dr. Penna is there still all to the nighttime, and if you need him, he's still there walking around. You know, even after his surgeries, he hang around for a bit just to make sure his patients are doing good before he leaves for the night, which I really appreciate it. You know, but this is how, if this happened, I don't know, especially for the people with the negative thoughts, this is for y'all. If y'all recovering in that room, please do not freak out about how numb your body is going to be, because I'm like the most positive person when it comes to surgery. Like, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Like, I know this doctor, like, I know, like, I'm so positive with this. Like, nobody can ever put fear in my heart when it comes to me wanting a cosmetic surgery. I'm gonna get my surgery, and I'm gonna do it with a smile. I'm so positive with this. Like, and I want more surgeries, and I don't even know what I want surgery on. I don't even know. But so don't get freaked out when you realize how numb your body is, because I was there for about 2 hours after my surgery. I was up for 2 hours, and then I started to realize I couldn't move my legs. Y'all, I started freaking out. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so positive, but I really started freaking out. Y'all, I was sitting there like, why the heck I cannot feel my legs? And then I'm trying with all my might to move a leg, and I couldn't. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm bugging. But I know it was 2 hours, and I'm like, this didn't happen last time when I was in Miami. So I was like, okay, maybe something. All right, whatever. So I'm telling the lady, like, I can't feel my legs. She's like, no, it's okay, it's okay. In my head, I'm like, I thought she didn't even understand what I was saying, because, you know, and they speak mainly Spanish or whatever over there. So I'm thinking she don't even know what I'm saying. But she's like, no, you're good. And I'm like, how the heck I'm good and I can't find my legs? So another hour go past. Now it's 3 hours later, and I still can't feel my, y'all. I start to freak out, y'all. I was like, oh my God, they paralyzed me. I was like, and I've never had negative thoughts before ever in my life about a surgery, but I was just like, oh my God, something went wrong. I was freaking out. Then the ladies, they came to like change my patterns and everything, your pads and whatnot, and they were like moving my legs, like, you know, lifting one up and stuff. I could not feel what they were doing to my legs. I was just like, I could see them moving my legs, but I can't feel I was freaking out, y'all. It was so crazy. But after like 20 minutes of freaking out, I started to feel sensation in my legs. I was like, oh my God. I was like, so if y'all the negative thinkers, do not freak out. Do not freak out. You will be very numb after surgery. But, you know, and I think they do that because, you know, some people, well, that's definitely safer than the regular general anesthesia, because sometimes people do not wake up out of that. So I know they don't want to risk risk any of that happening. And I feel like as long as your body is numb, you're not in any pain or anything, I'm down. I actually like that anesthesia better as well. The next day I didn't feel so groggy, and I didn't feel so down. I know, so when I get regular anesthesia, I be nauseous. I just want to lay down all day. I don't want to be active or anything. The way they did it and what they use, I don't know. I have to figure out exactly what it is, because I don't want to spread any false information. But what they use that just knocks you out, like, but it's like mildly, it's not even heavy, that's why you may wake up, but they'll put you right back to sleep. And I like that one because I'm still active afterwards. Like, I'm okay to walk, I'm okay to, you know, move around and stuff like that. And that's the thing about and Dr. Penna, he wants you to be active afterwards. He don't want you to sit down too much. He wants you to keep your blood flowing and avoid blood clotting and all of that stuff. So I don't know, I guess that's one of the tactics. I don't know, but I fucks with it, you know. So and then after like another 30 minutes or whatnot, I was able to go home. I think I got home around like 10:30 at night. You know, they make me something to eat, and I laid down, and that was that. Like, the surgery day was super smooth. It was really nothing to be worried about. I would actually do it again, honestly. But so I recommend it. If you're going out of town, like, I went to Colombia by myself. I didn't have nobody to come with me. I met girls at the recovery house there, you know, but I went down there by myself. And if you're going by yourself and you're scared, I will tell you, it's nothing to be scared about, nothing to be nervous about. It's like, you will be fine. I promise you, like, seriously, you will be fine. So that's all for today. I hope that if you are nervous, you are no longer nervous, because I just didn't, I feel like I should have, you know, gotten you through your little hump. I'm telling you, it's really nothing to worry about. It's really a smooth day. Yes, I woke up, but I wasn't in pain. I wasn't screaming for my life, and they weren't cutting, like, you know, so, you know, it's really nothing to worry about. So I will see you guys in my next video.